Hello everyone, on a Tuesday evening, we got a storm to talk about, and that's exactly what we're going to do. The first nor'easter-like storm of the season is expected to bring heavy rain and wind impacts area-wide Wednesday night into Thursday. Now, those gusty northeast winds are probably my biggest concern with this storm. I'll talk about those in a minute. I'm also expecting a widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain, and with that falling in a short period of time, I can't rule out the possibility for some storm drainage flooding and some inland flooding as well. Coastal flooding is not a huge issue as the tides aren't very high. Now, power outages are also a good possibility during this storm, so make sure to charge your phone as you head to bed Wednesday night. Now, timing this out on our radar, the daytime hours tomorrow are fine, but it's really not until Wednesday evening and particularly into the wee hours of Thursday morning when that rain and wind really starts to pick up. Notice some of those deeper colors on the map here, those yellows, oranges, and reds. Those are indicating some very heavy downpours. Now, a little tidbit that you might want to know with these downpours is they can actually bring down the stronger winds from aloft down to the surface. So we're going to have to watch for some of these downpours as they may also produce some squally weather as we head into the morning commute on Thursday. Speaking of Thursday's morning commute, it does not look good, especially across the North Country, with heavy rain and wind still a big issue. Eventually, this storm does move inland, and it kind of breaks itself apart, in all honesty. And all we're left with is a couple showers by the time we get to Thursday evening. Now, on our winds, weather, rain tracker, it better shows how much rain I'm expecting to fall. Once again, a widespread 1 to 3 inches, so watch for some flash flooding in those heavier bands in those darker shaded areas. The final thing I want to talk about today is our power outage risk, and it's pretty high, the highest we've seen in quite a while, actually. I think that in this red area is where we have the most leaves on trees and where we're going to see some of the highest winds, a combination that you really don't want to see. That's why coastal Maine and much of coastal Mass and New Hampshire as well are placed into that high risk. Now, gusts in the high risk area could potentially exceed 60 miles an hour at times, depending on if the strongest winds are able to make it on shore or not. Moderate risk extends a little bit further inland, and the risk for power outages greatly diminishes as you head further north and west away from the center of the storm. Now, I'm going to keep you updated as much as I can on this storm, and if things change, I will let you guys know, but for now, this is Win signing off.